Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are on NBA TV. They're showing the WNBA finals currently. Um, so we might miss the start of this Sixers preseason game because of the WNBA finals. Not sure yet. But thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know who's playing. I haven't looked at Twitter for a couple of hours. I don't know if Maxi's playing. I don't know if Paul George is playing. We, of course, know that Joel Embiid is not playing. I wouldn't be shocked if that one game was Paul George's only preseason game, especially with how good he looked in that game. I wouldn't be surprised. Jonathan Himes, what's up? Hey, what's up? Two members in the chat. Two members in the chat. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. What's going on? Gunna. Yeah, I'm not sure who's playing. I guess we could check Twitter right now. Alexander Vischer says, I think PG should play tonight. What, you think he should, or you heard that he is? Big difference. Big difference. You think he should, or you heard that he is? Which one? Mitch Beats, what's up? Let's see. Let's go to Twitter. Well, that's not Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to 76ers, see if they posted the starting lineup or anything like that. We got, it says warm up Paul George 44 minutes ago. 44 minutes ago, we got Paul George warming up. So he was warming up 44 minutes ago. I got to put a media section on my OBS over here on this laptop so that I can pull up Twitter and things like that. All right, I think Paul George is going to play. That's cool. I think Paul George is going to play. Especially after hearing Paul George and Joel Embiid are both probably not going to play any back-to-backs this year. I wouldn't have been shocked if they said Paul George wasn't playing in this preseason game, but looks like he is. AJ Analysis, what's going on? Yo, bro. F the preseason. I want the season to start. We got one more week of this. One more week of this garbage. One more week of this. Couple more games, and we'll be rolling. Alexander, I wanted to go to this game because the tickets were so cheap for damn near courtside, but my boys realized it was a preseason game and wanted nothing to do with it. Should have went by yourself. Do things by yourself sometimes, man. It's fun. Joel Embiid out for remainder of preseason knee injury management. It says on my screen here on NBA TV. Knee injury management. Dude, that would have been. You should have went by yourself, man. Watching Paul George and Tyrese Maxey courtside. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You should have went, dude. I should have went. I should be there right now. Why didn't I go? here comes NBA TV, who pretty much takes forever to get the game up there. Hopefully, we don't miss any possessions. That first preseason game was like the whole thing wasn't even televised. What's up, DJ? I'm sensing 21 and 22 Kawhi vibes from this Embiid injury. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Embiidless games. There's going to be a lot of Embiidless games. But again, man, it's not like, you know, he's the only star like the first couple years. That's what makes me happy from a fan standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint. We still get to watch Tyrese Maxey all season long, you know? So even when Embiid's not playing, even when Paul George isn't playing, man, if I get to watch Tyrese Maxey play basketball, I'm happy. And there's a lot of there's a lot of good players on this team this year. You know, a lot more depth than years before. So I think it'll be fun to watch, and they'll be competitive even without Embiid in a lot of these games. I think they'll still be competitive because of the depth. You know, it's not like the years before where if Embiid didn't play, we were watching Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris, you know, struggle against the 2019 Memphis Grizzlies or something. Those days were terrible, man. I remember a game where Embiid was out and Ben Simmons shot 2 shots in 35 minutes, and they lost to the Memphis Grizzlies, who were the worst team in the league at the time. So at least those days are long gone. I just want to see some more PG ISO. Did you guys watch any other preseason games yet this year, man? Some of these, dude, that Knicks Timberwolves game, the first half of that game was like a playoff game. It was insane. The broadcast was like, is this preseason or is this the NBA playoffs? Both teams were going hard at each other. Scared we don't build chemistry with Embiid. Yeah, that's my thing too, man. You know, you're gonna take the whole. You're gonna play a lot of games without him, you know, and then you try to just bring him back. He has to play. Like I could see no back to backs, but you know, it can't be. I don't know. Paul George looks to continue hot start with new team. NBA TV says. Paul George looks to continue hot start with new team. Dude, it said game starts at 7:30. They're showing Paul George warming up in a t-shirt right now. When does the game start? I'm confused. Dodgers lost. Mets Dodgers 1-1. Rodrigo, I think the key to Embiid's postseason health is more in how he plays and not how many games he plays. I messed that up, didn't I? I don't know, man. Like I said, he's been low managed before and still got hurt. Last year, Nick Nurse played him in more games than I think he's ever played to start a season, back-to-backs and everything, and he got hurt. I don't know. It's just the Sixers forever trying to figure out how to prevent Embiid from getting hurt, but is there really a way to do that? Because, yeah, it's not like those injuries were ever from – it's not like you were like, oh, Embiid played 60 games, or Embiid played 70 games. That's why he tore his meniscus. Like that, it doesn't even really – you're right. The injuries don't really correlate or have any relation to the amount of games played. So, dude, teams injuries have come from other players. Injuries have come from the opposing team landing on his leg. Yeah, it's just there's no preventing it. But I guess this year they're gonna try the load management approach versus last year where he played a lot of games. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But yo, thank you guys for being here, man. Hit the like button for me one time. Get this stream out there in the algorithm. Let's get some more. Let's get more and more viewers up in here. My man, hey, Sicko Nation in the house. Every game Joel Embiid plays is a game Joel Embiid can get injured, so less is good with me. I guess I understand that from an averages perspective or an odds perspective, Rodney Ladson, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone say hi to Rodney. Rodney, where are you from, man? Drop it in the chat. Tell us where you're from. Maxie, Gordon, George, Oubre Jr., Drummond. Hey, at least we got some players out here tonight that is going to be fun to watch. At least we got some players out here, and it's not the damn Delaware Bluecoats. Here we go. Andre Drummond versus who is that? Who is that? I need the Hawks roster. Trae Young. Here we go. Trae Young right side gets bumped by Andre Drummond. Trae Young starts the first time I saw Trae Young this year. Right now, he just flopped out of bounds. So Trae Young off to a Trae Young type start. Tried to flop out of bounds when Andre Drummond barely touched him. Did not get the call. Kelly Oubre shoots a three and it's short. We got Eric Gordon on the block. Let me get this roster up here, man. Number 1, Jalen Johnson. Here's Andre Drummond at the top of the key. We got a foul called. Freedom of movement call. Paul George was held around a screen. No, it's not Capella. Who was that center that was on the tip? It wasn't Capella. It was number. Is it Okongwu? I think it's Okongwu. No, 15. No, it is Capella. That is Clint Capella. He looks like he lost some weight, doesn't he? Oubre misses a three. Paul George fighting for the offensive rebound. Doesn't come up with it. Here's Jalen Johnson. Here's Trae Young on the left wing. Gets bumped by Oubre. He just does that. He does that Jalen Brunson stuff, man, where he just, every time you touch him, he's throwing his head back. Every time somebody breathes on him, he's throwing his shoulders, throwing his head. It's just such an annoying way to play the game, man. Every time somebody touches him, he throws his head and his shoulders back, man. Here's a kick out to Hunter on the wing. Paul George D'ing up on the wing. He draws a turnover. Paul George clamping. Paul George clamping defensively. Locked in. Eric Gordon drives, handoff to Drummond. What was that? Drummond got stripped on the way up, I guess. Here's Trae Young on the other end. Kicks it out to DeAndre Hunter for three. Way off. Tyrese Maxey to rebound. Maxey, right side. Gets in the lane. Floater over Hunter. Off the rim. Andre Drummond fighting for an offensive rebound, but fighting a little too hard and gets called for a loose ball foul. Kind of shoved Daniels onto the floor. Trae Young driving left, throws a lob to Capella, broken up by Andre Drummond. Good defense by Drummond to step up on Trae to force him to throw the lob and then stepping back to get a hand on it. So, you know, that's the thing about guarding Trae Young, man. If you step up, he throws a lob. If you sit back, he shoots the floater. And there's Trae Young with a mid-range jumper off the inbound. That was a three? I thought that was a mid-range. Apparently the Hawks are up 5-0. I thought that was a 2-point shot. Paul George getting in the lane, throwing it to Kelly Oubre, who thought he got fouled. No call. Here is, wow, Jalen Johnson. That dude is tall. What is Jalen Johnson, about 6'11"? About 6'11". Andre Drummond for three. Oh, he rimmed out. Andre Drummond shoots the three off of Tyrese Maxey. Pick and pop. Trae, another mid-range jumper. Missed it. Hawks are up 7-0. Sixers scoreless here in the first couple of minutes. Here's Paul George. Pull up for three. Splash. Paul George for three. Splash. Man, he makes that look easy, doesn't he? Paul George's three-point shot is so smooth and effortless. Trae Young drives. No call from the official on that floppity flop, Trae. And then Eric Gordon gets fouled on the other end. So Trae Young, in the first 3 minutes of a preseason game, has flopped about 6 or 7 times and cried to the officials. I can't stand watching this guy play basketball, man. 7-3. Andre Drummond outside the three-point line. Hand off to Paul George. Back to Drummond in the lane. That Jalen Johnson has a hand on everything, man. Jalen Johnson forces a turnover. Trae Young alley-oop to Okongwu or DeAndre Hunter. Sorry, either way. The Hawks are up 9-3. Kelly Oubre on the wing. Could have drove baseline and didn't for some reason. Johnson gave him the whole open baseline. Tyrese Maxey, deep three. Rims out, hit the rim about 4 times, and the Hawks turn it over on the other end. Jay Bird, thanks for subscribing to the channel, Jay Bird. Welcome to the community. Thanks for joining us, man. We'll be right here all season long. Eric Gordon, Paul George on the wing. And he throws it away. Tried to get it to Kelly Oubre. Jalen Johnson to steal. Jalen Johnson the dunk. Almost hit his head on the rim. That Jalen Johnson kid is an athletic freak of nature, isn't he, man? Dude, he's about 6'11" and has bounce. Tyrese Maxey drive. Kick out to Paul George. Sixers are sloppy as hell right now. We got another turnover. It is 11-3. The Sixers have, I would guess, about 6 turnovers in the first quarter. And, you know, yeah, it is just the preseason. But, again, it's going to be the question the whole season long of, like, can they build chemistry and work out the kinks if everybody's not playing all the time? We'll see. Eric Gordon to rebound. Tyrese Maxey driving. Tyrese Maxey throws a lob to Oubre, and he didn't jump. Come on, Kelly. I mean, unless that was a much worse pass than I thought it was. Tyrese tried to throw a lob to Kelly on a fast break. I thought it looked good, and what are these people doing, man? I don't know what happened there. I think maybe Nick Nurse thought there was a foul that wasn't called. Um, my man, I'm going to give you a timeout right here. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to change your name and come back, all right? I'm going to give you 5 minutes and change your name and come back into chat. I don't understand some of these people that show up with these names and be like, "Yeah, yo, what's up? Let's talk ball." And we're all like, "Bro, why is your name that? Why is that your name, dude?" These dudes do not care about this game. They sure probably don't. They probably don't, but you know, they got to work out some. They got to work something out, man. I understand not caring about a preseason game, but I understand not caring about preseason games, but still. I feel like I said the same thing last year. I'm watching other teams and they're playing all of their starters in the preseason, and I'm watching the preseason games and they're trying. They look like they're trying to play good and trying to win. So, you know, remember I was mad last year because PJ Tucker was drinking Bud Light in the locker room and like nobody cared about anything. Brashy Entertainment, thanks for gifting somebody a membership. Another guy with a wild name that I'm not going to say out loud. Look at that flop. They showed it as an well, I guess it was an assist. Flopped out of bounds. Trey. Y'all got some crazy names, bro. Seven minutes left in the first. The Hawks are up 11-3. Sixers have pretty much the worst start you could ask for to start this game. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. 11-3. The Atlanta Hawks are up on the Sixers. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Shout out to everybody. Help us get to 25,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, we are at 24,356. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 25,000. I think we're having a shot clock issue here. Aussie Sixers fan is in the chat. What are we doing? This guy, the ref's like, hey, the shot clock doesn't work. The other guy's like, hey, I don't know whose job that is. Nice. We got the whole NBA staff out here trying to figure out how to fix a shot clock now. Hawks have a big lineup, so we choose to start Gordon. Yeah, I don't think Nick Nurse is really looking at matchups in the preseason. You know, you're just trying to give guys run, dude. You know what I mean? You're just trying to give guys run. He's just trying to get Eric Gordon some run out there, man. 7 minutes left in the first, and we are on a delay right now as somebody is behind the basket trying to fix the shot clock. That's the dude used to be the head coach of the Utah Jazz, right? Dan Snyder? Is his name Dan Snyder? I feel like that's not his name. Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder? Quinn Snyder. Oh, the dude took the entire shot clock away. Dude picked up the entire shot clock and he's taking it back into the back. He's like, "Hey, we need a backup shot clock out here." They just got backup shot clocks sitting around. Was Dan Snyder the Washington Redskins owner? Now there's a shot clock on the floor. The dude's plugging it somewhere else. I guess they had a bad power strip or something. Yo, it's so funny. So funny when you watch just things like this happen when it's $1 billion organization. Bro, are we really extending a preseason? Just play without the shot clock. It's the preseason, man. Shit don't matter. Just play without the shot clock, man. Yeah, play no shot clock, call your own fouls. Play ones and twos. Ones and twos, call your own fouls. Uh Game to 21, win by 2. We have the Atlanta Hawks broadcast here because NBC Sports Philly does not broadcast away preseason games. Fine with me, though. Remember when Doc Rivers used to yell out the shot clock? Or was that Rico Hines that was doing it? 5, 4, 3. This is a weird preseason, isn't it? The first game wasn't even televised, and half of the first quarter does not exist. And then game 3 of the preseason. Well, game 3 of the preseason, we have a 45-minute shot clock delay. Eleven to 3. Still 7 minutes left in the first. Hopefully, no more shot clock issues, and we can make it to the end of this game. Bogdanovich kicks it over to lefty number 4. Who dat? Here's Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. He's got Jalen Johnson on him. No, Daniels. Oh my God, we got another turnover. Oh, Maxey kept it alive. Kicked it out to Eric Gordon. Wide open 3. Splash. Eric Gordon for 3. I'm feeling like Eric Gordon's a more reliable 3-point shooter than PJ Tucker was. Oh, we got Daniels for 3 on the other side. He missed it. Andre Drummond the rebound. What's new? Tyrese Maxey, 11-6. Sixers mounting a comeback. Maxey on the right wing. Drives baseline. Out to Paul George. Back to Tyrese. Tyrese for 3. Short. Just short. Rolled across both sides of the rim. There's Daniels for 3 again. Man, he's chucking, isn't he? Shoots an air ball. Paul George up to Tyrese. Tyrese all the way to the rim. Off the glass. Tyrese Maxey gets a bucket. It's 11-8. Sixers mounting a preseason comeback in the first quarter. Clint Capella screens his own player. Oh, he's hurt. Capella set a screen, and Boofkin? Paul George on the other end with a wide open dunk off the inbound because we're playing 4-on-5 because Atlanta has a player laying on the floor. Dude, this guy got hurt by his own player, and Quinn Snyder did not care. Daniels tries to throw a lob to Capella. Came up with it somehow. Lefty hook over Drummond. Oh, my God, that was ugly as hell. Went in somehow. 13-10. 5 minutes left in the first. Paul George around a Maxey screen. Back to Maxey. A little Paul George Maxey two-man game. Maxey 1-on-1 on Boofkin. Man, there's no way I'm saying that name right. Maxey step back mid-range splash. All sorts of shots in Tyrese Maxey's bag this year. You got fadeaway middies. You got step back threes. And then Bogdanovich throws a lob to a cutting Clint Capella. 15-12. Eric Gordon drove into the rim and got called for an offensive foul. He is confused at the call. They're not going to show us Sixers replays because we're on the Hawks broadcast. DJ, you low-key look like Eric Gordon. What? Maxey, right side, through contact, finishes at the rim. Another drive and finish by Tyrese Maxey. Lays it off the glass. Daniels back to number 4. Shoots another 3 and misses another 3. 17-14. Paul George, Bogdanovich, 1-on-1, go to work. Paul George a double cross, gets to a mid-range at the free throw line, buttery smooth. Paul George splashes a pull-up too. As soon as he saw Bogdanovich was guarding him 1-on-1, he said, let's go to work. Paul George has so many moves in his bag to get to an open jumper. Paul George can really get to a jump shot anytime he wants. He can really create a shot anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by I look like Eric Gordon. There's probably a lot of ways that I do not look like Eric Gordon. Number 1, I'm white as hell. Number 2, I have a beard. Number 3, I have hair on top of my head. Number 4, I can't think of actually one way that I do look like Eric Gordon. I can't think of one similarity. What do we got? What's the score here? 17-16. The 76ers cut the lead to 1 here in the first quarter against the Atlanta Hawks. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hit the like button if you haven't. Push us through the algorithm a little bit. Let's get some more people in here. No entry. Exactly. You know, Paul George ISO game is dependable. Great word, man, because remember how many games we watched where other players would have the ball and you just felt like, oh shit, nothing good's going to happen here. You know what I mean? Wild. We finally have a wing that can get the ball. We finally have a wing that can take the ball one-on-one and create a shot, and you feel like something good is going to happen. Right when you saw Bogdanovich on him and he squared up and said, okay, let's get it, you felt like he was going to do something good. So many years of watching players where we were like, oh, this ain't going to be good. Tobias was elite yesterday. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't, and I won't take time out of my day to go watch Tobias Harris highlights. Tobias Harris preseason Detroit Pistons highlights, gross. I remember Tobias iso ball. I remember. Do you know the worst iso ball I've ever seen? Tobias is up there, but it was 76ers Al Horford. He would get stuck on the perimeter and have to try to create something, and man, it was bad. Kyle Lowry is in the game. Gershon Yabusele is in the game. Tyrese Maxey stepped back off a crossover, missed it. Oubre tries to keep it alive. Johnson has it. Here's Trae Young on the other side. Trae Young. Who is number 10? Here he is, drives, finishes over Kelly Oubre. Who the heck is that? Richardson? Here's Kyle Lowry, Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. Gershon, back to Maxey. Kelly Oubre for three from the wing, and he hits it. Kelly Oubre for three and ties the game at 19. Who the heck is number 10? Zachary I don't even know how to say that name, bro. He shoots another three and misses it, though. Larry Nance Jr. still in the NBA. Trae Young shoots a one-footed three-pointer around a screen. Here's Caleb Martin. We got Caleb Martin on the floor. Caleb Martin kicks it out to Gershon Yabusele. Hand off to Kyle Lowry. Lowry tries to get it to Maxey in the corner, tipped out of bounds by Jalen Johnson. Not going to lie to you, all of these Atlanta Hawks players are 6'10" with the same haircut. I think all of them are Jalen Johnson. Kyle Lowry running the offense. Spins in a lane. Kyle Lowry spins in the lane and airballs a layup right in front of the rim. Oh my goodness. Kyle Lowry with the spin in the lane and the airball finger roll. Year 20 for Kyle Lowry. There's Maxey for three. Off. Man, this game stinks. Here's Jalen Johnson. Kick out to the guy that looks like Jalen Johnson. He shoots another three. It's off. They all look like 2K created players. Bogdanovich for three. No. Tyrese Maxey back in action. I want to see something that's worth talking about, man. Holy hell. This is a horrendous game so far. Trae Young tries to get it down to Bogdanovich. We got a turnover. Tyrese Maxey running up to Caleb Martin, who's going to dunk on the other end. Wow. A 76ers wing role player who can finish in transition. Wow. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Trae Young. Rishdashay? Is that how they're saying his name, bro? Man, I had an easier time with the New Zealand Breakers' last names than this. 21-21. 16 seconds left in the first. Tyrese Maxey's left wing. He's getting double teamed. He got pushed onto the floor and no call. And Trae Young throws an alley-oop on the other end. Tyrese Maxey just gets pushed to the ground, no call. So he still doesn't get any love from the officials. In year 5, even in the preseason, Tyrese Maxey's talking to the official like, bro, the guy just pushed me down. Ricochet. Is that how you say it? Okay, Ricochet. Tyrese Maxey, no love from the officials, gets pushed onto the floor. I don't understand. I don't what it's got to be something about Tyrese Maxey's like the way that he plays that officials just think like, nah, that wasn't a foul. You know? Like I don't know, man. I don't understand. I mean, the guy's hand checking him the whole time he's dribbling the ball, and then just straight pushes him onto the floor. Zaccharie Ricochet, the number 1 pick. He was a number 1 pick, wasn't it? Wasn't it Alexander Sarr? I thought it was Alexander Sarr. I feel like I would have heard the name Ricochet if he was the number 1 pick in a draft. This man doesn't even have the number 1 pick in a draft. You're damn right I don't. That draft sucked. That draft was the worst draft I've ever seen in my life. Exhibit A. Zaccharie Ricochet. Who's that? I got this damn Verizon guy keeps knocking on my door, dude. Knocked on my door earlier. I was like, yo, I'm too busy to talk to you in a polite way. And he was like, all right, man, I'll just come back on my way back. I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't come back. I'm live streaming a game and damn knocks on my door. Now my dog's freaking out. That is pretty wild that I don't even know who the number 1 pick in the draft was. Kai said someone's not a basketball fan. I'm not a basketball fan because I forgot who was taken in the worst draft of all time. Okay, bud. Been watching him playing basketball probably longer than you've been alive. Yabusele for 3. Splash. Gershon Yabusele for 3 from the right side. It puts the Sixers up 26-23. That's going to be huge if Gershon can hit that consistently throughout the season. Here's Gershon Yabusele, picks up a loose ball. We're running. KJ Martin, Euro step. Fouled and finishes. KJ Martin and 1. Wow. KJ Martin getting love from the officials before Tyrese Maxey. Eric R. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I care about where the Sixers are drafting in the draft. Trade value KJ. Trade value KJ. KJ Martin playing up to that $8 million a year contract. I'm not so sure about that. Caleb Martin drives right side, contact in the lane, gets his own rebound, kick out to Lowry. Kyle Lowry, man, does Kyle Lowry have anything left in this game? KJ under the rim. Kyle Lowry cut into the basket and gets two. Right when I talk trash, Kyle Lowry scores. Paul George is back on the floor. Sixers up 31-23. Paul George ISO on Bogdanovich again. Here we go. Caleb Martin tries to dump it down to Yabusele. I'm not sure what that pass attempt was. Another turnover for the Sixers. How many turnovers do we have? It's got to be a lot. Trae Young, kick out to Bogdanovich on the left side. All net for Bojan Bogdanovich. Or Bogdan, I'm not sure. Caleb Martin, left wing three, splash. The 76ers have multiple wings that can shoot the ball. Oh my goodness. Am I living in a twilight zone? Is this reality? Jalen Johnson for three. Paul George, top of the key, driving on Jalen Johnson and draws a foul. Oh, we got a technical foul on Trae Young. Trae Young already getting teed up. He's mad that he's not getting flop calls the whole game. The officials think that or the announcers here think that call was a bad call, and then I guess that's why Trae Young got teed up. Paul George misses the technical free throw. 34-29. Mike Schaff, exactly, bro. That's actually a really good assessment there. Tyrese Maxey's speed. Officials mistake it for him being out of control. You're right. And it's BS. They need to learn. They need to learn to give him the foul calls. Paul George, free throw, number one, hits it. He missed the technical free throw, makes the first free throw on the shot foul. Trey J. Martin. Aunt C called him Trey J. Martin. Paul George misses another free throw. Goes 1 for 3 from the line right there. 35-29. Caleb Martin just got absolutely crossed out of his shoes by Trae Young. What'd they call? They called an offensive foul? Trae Young pushes Caleb Martin in the back. I thought he got crossed out of his shoes. He actually pushed him in the back. The referees called it. Trae Young is giving a thumbs down to the officials. You're not Michael Jordan, buddy. You can't get away with that. Trae Young tries to get away with the push off in the back. The old step back, shove in the back action. Trae Young tries to pull a Michael Jordan in 97. The 97 finals. Step back buzzer beater. The infamous push off. Trae Young tries to emulate that and gets called for an offensive foul. Take that, Trae Young. I hope the officials treat you like this the whole season. You little shit. All right, let's read some stats, man. Paul George has 8 points on 3 for 4 from the field. Tyrese Maxey has 6 points on 3 for 8. Kelly Oubre 5. Eric Gordon 3. Andre Drummond has 0, but he has 6 rebounds in 8 minutes. Andre Drummond has 6 rebounds in 8 minutes. Caleb Martin, 5 points off the bench, 2 for 3. Gershon Yabusele, 3 points on a three-pointer. KJ Martin has 3 points on an and one drive to the rim and finish. And see, I low-key like Trae Young. Oh, man. What's to like about him? They're treating Trae Young like he's Harden in a Sixers jersey. I think Trae Young is very, very skilled, but I don't enjoy watching him play very much. Tries to manipulate the game too much. For me. My personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. Ahmed says, "Yo, DJ, how are you watching the game?" NBA TV. It is being broadcast on NBA TV in at least where I am. There's a replay of Trae Young shoving Caleb Martin in the back. I wondered why Caleb Martin turned around and pointed at Trae Young like that. I mean, that's obvious. The announcers, the Atlanta Hawks announcers say that's questionable. It's not questionable. He shoved him right in the back. They reviewed it, and they still didn't give him. The coach challenged it. The officials say, "No, buddy, that was a push-off." And Trae Young is still giving a thumbs down to the officials. I'm not sure what you want. I'm not sure what you want, bro. You pushed off. They showed it in super slow-mo on the arena screen. They reviewed it, still told you you're wrong, and you're still mad at the officials for it. So you're saying that you should be allowed to push off, is what Trae Young is saying. You should be allowed to push off, is what you're saying. Here's Paul George on the block. Step back jumper on the block. He missed it. There's Ricochet with the rebound, or whatever. Ricochet. Lowry almost had a steal there, and the official got in his way. Nick Nursenut said, "Trae, you've been had, bro. The league is over your shit." The league is absolutely over Trae Young's BS. We'll see. Jalen Johnson spins in the lane, met by Paul George. Gets it over to Ricochet, who gets blocked out of bounds by Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry with the veteran block out of bounds from behind, the old somebody's uncle block. This shit out here, young bull. Bogdanovich for 3 off an inbound and hits it. Sixers up 35-32. 8 minutes left in the second. Paul George on the left wing. Trying to hand it off to somebody. Hands it off to Caleb Martin. And then they call a moving screen on Paul George after the handoff. Everybody was ball watching. Everybody was ball watching for Philadelphia, that guy said. Accurate. Jalen Johnson. Turnover. KJ Martin. Caleb Martin. Kyle Lowry, a catch and shoot 3 from the top of the key, and holy hell, he airballed it. Kyle Lowry, catch and shoot airball in transition. Yeah. About that, Kyle. About that. Here is Ricochet over to Larry Nance Jr. A floater off the back of the rim. Caleb Martin, ISO. Caleb Martin kick out to Andre Drummond. Swings it to Kyle Lowry in the corner. And he makes up for the air ball. Kyle Lowry hits a three from the left side. 38-32. 7:30 left in the second. I needed it. Jalen Johnson in the lane. Lost the ball, got it back. Rimmed out on a jump shot. Here's Lowry. Lowry, oh, it looked like he was going to pull up for three. Dumps it down to Yabusele, who almost dunked on everybody, but laid it in. Felt like he got fouled. Very nice catch and finish by Gershon Yabusele. And Larry Nance Jr. hits a three on the other end. 40-35. Yabusele showing his versatility, showing his finesse a little bit on that finish off the Kyle Lowry assist. Gershon's got some game, man. Gershon Yabusele's got some game. Yabu going to be big for us, dude. He's going to be big for us, man. I think I agree with that. Jay Loco in the chat says Paul George got hurt. What? Caleb Martin. Tyrese Maxey back in the game. Maxey on the right wing. Maxey's got to square up, man. They're going under screens and everything. It looks like he doesn't want to shoot the ball. Caleb Martin ISO. I mean, Kelly Oubre ISO. And he got fouled by Richeche on the jump shot. Nobody, Paul George did not get hurt. That's just, I mean, what are we talking about, bro? Why would you say that in the chat, dude? Andre Drummond, a spin in the lane, gets tied up, throws it off the glass and gets a foul called. Capella does not agree with the call. But Andre Drummond, it looks like, will be going to the free throw line. Paul George is not on the bench. Andre Drummond at the free throw line. Brick. So it looks like Andre Drummond is a better three-point shooter now than a free throw shooter. We have a Celtics fan in here typing paragraphs about how good the Celtics are. Okay. Fair enough. How you say that dude's name, bro? I can't say his name, man. Buchan? Yo, you don't even know who Buchan is, bro? Are you even a basketball fan? Tyrese Maxey on Andre Drummond. Handoff, throws the lob up to Drummond. Another thing that I really think Tyrese Maxey's been working on this offseason, man, is reading the defense around his pick and roll. He got a screen from Drummond. He felt both defenders chasing him to the rim, and he threw it up over his head for an alley-oop. That was a beautiful alley-oop pass by Tyrese Maxey. If Tyrese Maxey adds that level playmaking to his game, and then Maxey pulls up on the left wing for three, about 4 feet behind the line, splash. So back-to-back plays from Tyrese Maxey. We get a really nice alley-oop to Andre Drummond off a pick and roll, and then pulls up for a deep three on the other side. Tyrese Maxey becomes a legitimate passing threat. If Tyrese Maxey becomes a legitimate passing threat, man, the league is in trouble. Buffkin? Is it Buffkin or Boofkin? I don't really want to say either one of those names. Buffkin. Wow. That's a wild name. That's a wild name. 46-38. 4:46 left in the second quarter. 46-38. Drummond is grabbing the rebounds. Drummond has a lot of rebounds. I was wondering why the numbers were kind of low, but we got Monday Night Football. We got playoff baseball. Makes sense. Trae Young, right wing on KJ Martin. Trae Young pulls up over KJ Martin and he missed it. Good one-on-one defense from KJ Martin. Tyrese Maxey, left wing. Little double cross. Step back three for Tyrese Maxey. Missed it. KJ Martin keeps it alive out to Eric Gordon, who shoots it right off the catch. Missed it. KJ Martin, another offensive rebound. Kelly Oubre, mid-range jump shot. Got it. 2 offensive rebounds for KJ Martin in a row. KJ Martin with the hustle points. Keeping the play alive. Anytime you see the 76ers winning the offensive rebound battle is a good thing, because we all know how it went last year. They got destroyed on the boards when it mattered the most. You got guys like KJ and Andre Drummond out there. And then KJ Martin gets called for a moving screen. Contract KJ is in the house. Trae Young on the left wing. Hand off to Capella, back to Trae Young, down to Capella. Spin pass outside to Ricochet. And Ricochet splashes the 3 from the corner. Very nice play from the Hawks right there, with Capella rolling, catching the pass, rolling, and kicking it out to Ricochet on the weak side. Ricochet looks nice, man. Ricochet looks nice. A lot of skill that kid has, man. Kind of a 3-level basketball player. Looks like he has a little bit of everything. He has good height. Definitely needs to gain some weight and fill out, but I'm sure he's young. Sure, he's about 19 years old? What's up? Come over here and say hi. Just sit there like that for the rest of the stream, and I won't explain it to anybody, and people will tune in and be like, is there a kid with a mask on? They like your mask in the chat. Yeah, Ricochet is kind of nice. I agree. Wait, are you really just going to sit there? All right. Oh my. 170 people in here for a totally meaningless 76ers versus Atlanta Hawks preseason game. Thanks for hanging out with me. Zakari Ricochet. Looking good. Eric Gordon back on the floor. Eric Gordon, a lefty floater in the lane from Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon still has some game left, guys. Eric Gordon still has some little bit of speed off the dribble. Still has an array of shots. Eric Gordon can still score in the NBA. That was great defense right there, and Trae Young got lucky. I don't know what that was. They got him caught between the lob and the floater, and he just threw up something. It rolled in. Kelly Oubre puts up a shot through contact, gets a foul call. They almost didn't call that. Fouls on DeAndre Hunter. Oh, the Mario Kart hoodie? I forgot about that. Kelly Oubre at the free throw line. 2:33 left in the first half. 51-45. Kelly Oubre, second free throw is good. 52-45. Here is Trae Young. Trae Young plucked away by Kelly Oubre. Here's Caleb Martin. Kelly's calling for the ball on the post against Bogdanovich. Two really aggressive physical players, Kelly Oubre and Caleb Martin. What a couple of additions. I mean, when you talk 2 years ago before we signed Kelly in the offseason, then you add Caleb Martin and re-sign Kelly Oubre. I mean, just an assortment of high energy players who are going to just be out there fighting every night. Yeah, Ricky Council not on the floor yet. I mean, honestly, Ricky Council has not looked good in the preseason so far. Martin drove to the rim. I guess they called out an offensive foul. Trae Young kick out to Clint Capella. I thought he was going to shoot a three for a second. Trae Young around the screen, tries to get it down to Capella, and is stolen by Andre Drummond. Kelly Oubre in the corner. Off the back rim. Trae Young, DeAndre Hunter stripped again. Another turnover for the Hawks. Sixers playing some really good defense now here in late in the second quarter. Back-to-back turnovers for Trae Young. They're playing the passing lanes. They're stepping up on Trae, but kind of stepping back, trying to catch him in the middle. You know, Trae Young likes to penetrate into the lane and get you caught in between the lob and the floater. They're doing a good job of like fronting him, kind of decoy, and then backing up at the last second. Never thought we would see the day elite rim protectors are taking charges. It's where we are now in the NBA, huh? I wish they would take charges out of the game completely. You have to either block the shot or it's a foul, you know? Nobody wants to see anybody take a charge. Nobody wants to see that. You know, nobody. There's nobody that wants to see somebody take a charge. Trae Young, left elbow, kick out to Jalen Johnson, missed the three. I wonder what the Hawks' shooting percentage is in this game because it doesn't feel like it's very high. Maxey over to Drummond, back to Maxey, floater off the glass, missed it. Trae Young, left side, drives, tried to kick it down to Hunter, knocked out of bounds by Jalen Johnson. The Hawks look sloppy, man. I don't think this Hawks team is going to win many games. I guess they did have the number one pick in the draft, didn't they? What did they call right there? Moving screen on Drummond? Wow, the referees are in playoff form too, aren't they? Yeah, we'll see a lot of bench guys in the second half. I mean, you know. Oh no, man. Ricky Council to me hasn't looked good in the preseason, bruh. He just kind of looks really sporadic. Looks really just kind of random when he's out there. I mean, I love the way that he attacks the rim, of course, but just never really looks like there's much of a thought process going on when he's on the floor. $54-45. And we have the officials, I guess, checking who the ball went off of on a Bogdanovich drive. Looked like Drummond hit it. Martin hit it. I don't even think the ball went out of bounds right there. I think Dembona is going to play in the G League too. I do think that. Where's Jared McCain at? Is Jared McCain not playing in this game? Jared McCain not playing in this game? And now we got a official replay. Officials over at the replay booth trying to decide who the ball went off of. Hopefully this doesn't take 20 minutes. 41 seconds left in the second quarter, 54-45. What did they call? They called it off of the Sixers and then Nick Nurse challenged it? From the officials after a lengthy review from a Nick Nurse challenge. I guess they called it out of bounds, but I didn't even look like the ball went out of bounds. The challenge is successful. The call is overturned, and the 76ers get the ball. Nick Nurse 1-0 in challenges here in the preseason. Maxie was having a conversation with Clint Capella a little bit about what was going on. Here's Caleb Martin to inbound the ball. Tyrese Maxey brings it across half court, pulls up for three. Short rim, Caleb Martin. Oh my goodness. Missed the dunk, but he flew over everybody. Wow. And Trae Young hits a pull-up three on the other end. Caleb Martin jumped from almost the free throw line, or at least the dotted line, to try to dunk back an offensive rebound. Almost had it, missed the dunk. Here's Maxey, left wing on Trae Young. He's going to drive, floater at the free throw line, hits the front of the rim, didn't get it. Never really squared up at all. Jalen Johnson, tipped out of bounds by Caleb Martin. Man, I wish he would have made that dunk, man. That would have been a highlight. Big Mike, what up? Big Mike in the house. Man, that would have been a highlight dunk, man. Bogdanovich off the inbound, blocked by KJ Martin at the buzzer. Contract KJ in the house. KJ Martin up in his trade value. Here we got some highlights. The Bucks versus the Bulls. Little Damian Lillard preseason action. Damian Lillard playing in the preseason. Contract KJ, man. JB with the super chat and a very important question for everyone in the chat. Should I get Mexican pizza or a Crunchwrap Supreme? Oh my goodness. What's it going to be for JB in his decision on Taco Bell dinner? We got 2 votes for Crunchwrap in the chat, buddy. I was always a fan of the Mexican pizza too, so I'm with you on that. But the Crunchwrap Supreme, man, it's just, there's a lot more contact, you know, a lot more content, a lot more bang for your buck. 4 votes for Crunchwrap Supreme in the chat. Yeah, you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck with a Crunchwrap Supreme, man. 163 in the chat. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Get my likes up. Get my likes up. Get my likes up. Man, I haven't eaten Taco Bell bro. If I ate Taco Bell, you don't want to know what would happen. You do not want to know what would happen if I ate Taco Bell. 160 watching, only 73 likes. Let's get us to 100 likes, man. We're at 75. We're at 75 likes, man. Get us to 100 likes. Focus, 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 focus. No focus. 75 likes, man. Get us to 100. Get us to 100. We got some other games going on here, man. We got the Memphis Grizzlies versus Indiana Pacers. Preseason action. I wonder if Ja Morant's playing in that game. We got the Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bulls are up 45-33. 44-35, I mean. Giannis is in the game. Little preseason Giannis Antetokounmpo action. Brian, who has 21 and 9 in 17 minutes? Zach Edey. Zach Edey has 21 and 9? Zach Edey probably should have been a number 1 pick in the draft, huh? NZ with a very, very accurate comment in the chat. I have seen Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre attempt more putback dunks in this game than Tobias Harris did in 5 years here. Yeah, you would just never see Tobias Harris crash the glass like that. You would never see Tobias Harris crash the glass like that, man. I keep saying I'm going to do post game lives, and then I watch these preseason games, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. You got to feel me on that. You know what I mean? I want to get back to, yeah, exactly. I want to get back to the post game live call in shows and stuff, but man, there's just nothing really to talk about when you watch these preseason games, man. There's a couple of things to talk about, but like, is there really anything to talk about, you know? Shout out to 117 people hanging out. It's still halftime. You would think preseason halftime would be a little bit shorter maybe, but I guess not. You would think preseason halftime would be a little shorter. Guess not. Are we back yet? No, we're not. We're showing highlights from the first half. Tyrese, that was a tough take and lay off the glass. That Paul George ISO on Bogdanovich was nice. Yabusele's better than I thought offensively, but worse defensively. Dude, that's a good take. That's a good take, NZ. Because I remembered like kind of trying to assess him when we signed him. I was watching all of his EuroLeague highlights, and yeah, like there's not many defensive highlights. There's not many rebounding highlights. I kind of want to go here. No, I don't think Gershon could play backup center either. I mean, I'm sure. I think there will be some lineups where he's in there as a small ball five. I think there will be some lineups where he's in there as a small ball five, but I think you're right. It'll be. I mean, but who will it be though? You know, when Embiid sits, right? Because Drummond's going to be the starting center when Embiid sits, and then who's the backup center when Embiid sits? You know, it doesn't seem like a Dembona is really getting much run in these preseason games at all. So I don't know. I don't know yet. Thanks for subscribing. 00. 00. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the community of the most diabolically insane Sixers fans you have ever witnessed. Here we go. Second half action. Sixers Hawks preseason. Sixers Hawks preseason second half action. We are running. Caleb Martin on the floor. Eric Gordon, Andre Drummond, Kelly Oubre, and Tyrese Maxey. Paul George did not come back in the game. Somebody earlier said that Paul George got hurt. I said that's BS. Somebody said that he left and he wasn't on the bench anymore. We had speculation that he was just using the bathroom. There hasn't been any real report or anything about why Paul George left. But he did leave, I think. And hopefully that's nothing. Hopefully that is nothing. See if we can find something on Twitter or something real quick here. Let's see. Paul George. Search Paul George on Twitter. Not getting anything. Not getting anything. Trae Young gets a bucket. It is 56-50. Kelly Oubre. Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin pulls up for 3 off the dribble. Missed it. Off the right side of the rim. We had a Caleb Martin ISO pull-up 3. Here's Trae Young on the left side. Dump down to Ricochet. And Kelly Oubre goes for the block at the rim and gets called for a foul. I don't think Paul George is hurt. Let's see. We're back on Twitter looking for the Paul George update. Gina Mizell says Sixers say Paul George won't play in the second half. I don't see him on the bench. That's all we got. Paul George is not playing the second half, and he's not on the bench. We don't have any real information other than that. Tyrese Maxey's still out there sprinting around like a maniac, and he gets to the rim, left hand off the glass. He missed it. 56-51. Daniels for 3, way off. Here's Caleb Martin bringing the ball up. A little behind the back action. Gets in the lane. Back to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon drive. Didn't want to shoot the floater. Dumps it down to Kelly Oubre, who draws a pretty hard foul on Clint Capella and then does push-ups on the floor. Got him up there with the pump fake. And Capella got a lot of the ball, actually, now that I see that replay. Good play by Kelly Oubre. Kind of dangerous when you pump fake like that and you get a guy jumping up over top of you. $56-51. Yeah, get Jared McCain in the game, man. What's going on here? Or are they giving McCain a little bit of a rest game? Would probably be odd to give a rookie a rest game, right? Trae Young in the lane. Kicks all the way out to Daniels for 3. Rimmed out on that one, too. Drummond's mad at Kelly Oubre for stealing the rebound from him. In, I hope a joking way. Tyrese Maxey round a screen, catch and shoot 3, missed it. Offensive rebound. Drummond keeps it alive. Tyrese Maxey for 3 again, this time wide open, rims out and back in. Maxey rims out off the backboard and back in, and he's laughing. Shooter's touch right there. Tyrese Maxey gets the members bounce. And now Andre Drummond blocks Clint Capella's hook shot attempt, but we give up an offensive board to Ricochet. Puts it back, but good defensive effort from Andre Drummond blocking Clint Capella's hook shot attempt. There's no way we're load managing Jared McCain. Jared McCain, load management. Eric Gordon for 3. Splash. Guys, I think Eric Gordon is going to be huge for us this year. I mean, we have so many role players who can shoot. And Trae Young throws a weak side alley-oop to Ricochet. Or no, that's Daniels. 63-55. Tyrese Maxey kick out to Caleb Martin. One dribble mid-range jumper. The old fundamentals. We used to run those drills in high school. Pump fake, one dribble pull up. We got a kick ball down here. Eric Gordon is a very underrated pickup. Sixers AZ, what's going on, my man? Sicko Nation members in the chat. Eric Gordon, very underrated pickup, man. Still a bucket. Still has the ability to score on 3 levels in the NBA. Here's Trae Young, way outside, way short also. You know what's funny about Trae Young? He shoots Steph Curry distant shots, but he shoots them at a much worse percentage. Really the true definition of a great value Steph Curry. Kelly Oubre Jr. for 3, brick. Caleb Martin fighting for the offensive board. Blech, I can't talk. Caleb Martin fighting for the offensive board, but gets called for a loose ball foul. Kind of climbing over the back of Clint Capella. Jonathan Himes, Sicko Nation member in the chat. We got a Trae Young double dribble. He's arguing with the officials. Listen, ref, I don't push off. I don't double dribble. Trae Young growing a beard this year. He pushed off of Tyrese. Then he switched hands mid dribble. Yep. Double dribble Trae. Push off and a double dribble. Eric Gordon catch and shoot 3. Short front of the rim. Andre Drummond gets fouled on the rebound attempt. Look at Andre Drummond out there hustling, man. Just out there going to war every night. And my camera froze. Andre Drummond just out there going to war every night. He's battling for boards. It doesn't matter what it is. Summer league, preseason, doesn't matter. Andre Drummond's out there trying to get every rebound possible. Oh my goodness! Ricochet goes for a fast break dunk. Caleb Martin with the block from behind off the backboard. Now the Atlanta Hawks players are trying to fight Caleb Martin. Ricochet goes for the dunk. Caleb Martin, the chase down block. Clean! 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 They called a foul, but oh my goodness, it was clean. What a block by Caleb Martin, and then screams at Ricochet, and then the Atlanta Hawks players kind of run up to him like they're trying to make something happen. Everybody's cool now, everybody's chill, but that was not a foul. Everybody's cool now, everybody's chill, but that was not a foul. Atlanta Hawks players didn't like it. It looked like a hard foul from behind, but when you see the replay, Caleb Martin got a clean block on that. Wow. That's the kind of player we've needed on this team for a long time, man. He said, no easy buckets. Not even in the preseason, young bull. Welcome to the NBA. Maxey back out to Caleb Martin. He's going to ISO Ricochet now. Fights through some contact. Lost the ball, got it back, and put up a floater. Caleb Martin. Sixers up 65-57. Getting a little chippy here in the third quarter of a preseason game. We're double teaming Trae Young in the corner. Bro, Nick Nurse is diabolical if he's drawing up double teams in the preseason. Nick Marchetti, I'm seeing Paul George hypertension his knee. Where are you seeing that, bro? Drop the link. I searched Paul George. John Bernard is showing us a play on Twitter. Oh, oh. Oh, guys, you need to go on Twitter. You need to type in Sean Bernard, and you need to watch the play that he just put on the Twitter machine, guys. Hold on. Let me make a media thing real quick. I can duplicate this, right? Yep. Watch along 2, we'll call this watch along 2 media. Yikes. And now we're going to add a window capture. It is a little complicated, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done, man. It's a little complicated, but we'll get it done. We will window capture Twitter. Capture Twitter? Let me try. Window capture. Properties. Home. Okay. Oh, there we go. Are we on the screen? And my webcam froze. See, man, trying to do too many things. And I froze my webcam again. Dude, that built-in webcam is insane. All right, we got it up here. Show you guys. Can you see it? Can everybody see that? Come on, man. We here is what Sean Bernard is posting on Twitter. Paul George play defense right here. And he takes a step back right here. And look at his left knee. Oh! You guys see that? You guys see that, bro? I'm not even watching the game anymore, bro. I need to know if Paul George is hurt. You guys see that, bro? Where we go? Guys. Dude, guys. That ain't good. That ain't good, man. Any doctors in the chat? What could it be? His whole knee popped out the back, bro. He hyperextended his whole left knee. Damn. He hyperextended his whole left knee, bro. That ain't something minor. I mean, it could be something minor, but that thing looked like it. That knee looked like it went pretty freaking far backwards, bro. He did hyperextend it. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying he tore his ACL. I'm saying he hyperextended his knee. But when you hyperextend your knee like that, yeah, I would imagine he's not gonna play the next 2 preseason games. I don't think it's anything serious either, but a hyperextension can keep a player out for a little bit of time, man. You know what I mean? You could get some swelling in the knee, whatever. That left knee looked like it went kind of far, dude. Well, we'll see you guys next year. It's been fun. See you guys next year. Hyperextension ain't that bad. Remember, Giannis won the chip. That I'm not saying he broke his leg in half, bro. I'm saying he could miss. You could miss a couple weeks with a hyperextended knee. We're not saying he's out for a season. I just wouldn't be shocked if that's a couple weeks. I wouldn't be shocked if that's a couple weeks. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if that's a couple weeks. We'll see. But if it is, man, imagine what the NBA world's going to say. Embiid knee management, Paul George hyperextended knee, bro. Bro. Never ending pain for Sixers fans, dude. Never ending pain. Never ending pain for Sixers fans, dude. Jared McCain for 3. Front of the rim, way short. Really about to be the 2021 Nets. Paul George missed. Denny, what's going on, man? Paul George missed more than a month with that same injury in 2023. But the one in 23 was 100 times worse, though. Ugh. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool. Dude. Well, do have to be. I do have to be at least a content creator and post it on Instagram and TikTok. Ah, bro, that does not look good. Oh, bro. Man, the way now. Yeah, bring everybody back in December. Bring everybody back in December. We'll see you all in December. We'll watch Tyrese Maxey for the first couple months of the season. Oh, boy. Oh, dude, that left knee popped back, dude. That's all George left game after this play and did not return. It's going to be the talk all day tomorrow. Is Paul George hurt? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We can't have anything nice. We can't have anything nice, man. You said stop stressing. Stop stressing. Have you watched this team for the past couple years, bro? Uh, 164, 238 left in the third quarter. Yeah, we got to try to forget about it for now and I guess talk about it later. Well, you know what? I wasn't going to do a post game live show, but that gives me something to do, doesn't it? It's saying he played 3 minutes after the injury, so everything should be fine. Yeah, I mean, again, it just looked like he hyperextended his knee. It didn't. He didn't go down or anything. Doesn't look like he tore anything. Still, just my God, this just the Sixers just can't have anything nice. We can't. Hunter kick out to Bogdanovich. All right, let's watch the Sixers for the rest of this game. Try to find something else to talk about, I guess. Ugh. Bob M says no in the game. He substituted out at 8:09 left in the second. It happened at 8:17 left in the second, so he didn't play on it after. Jared McCain gets a bucket. 73-64. Hawks are out here throwing alley oops to Larry Nance Jr. No go. Kyle Lowry throws a oop to contract KJ. KJ Martin with the lay in off the Kyle Lowry alley oop. Contract KJ on the balloon deal. Bogdanovich gets a wide open three off an offensive rebound. We got another offensive rebound. Here is Bufkin. Misses an open three. Jared McCain, Yabusele, Kyle Lowry. Yabusele has the ball on the right wing. He hands off to Kyle, tries to get it back to Yabusele and totally throws it away. Kyle Lowry, not a veteran play right there. Bufkin down the lane, airballs a layup. This is turning into a pickup game at the YMCA. KJ Martin drives on Bogdanovich, bumps him out of the way and misses a wide open floater. My God, this is ugly. Bogdanovich for three, rims out. Jared McCain has a rebound. Jared McCain, pull up three. No offense needed. Front rims it. Yikes. 75-64. This turned into a very bad NBA game. Jalen Johnson, 4-3. Splash. 75-67. Is KJ Martin left-handed? Why you do that floater with the left? I don't know. KJ Martin's an interesting player, man. He shoots his jump shot right-handed, but like I feel like he dunks and does layups a lot with his left hand. $147 still hanging out in here. Thanks for hanging out. Paul George hyperextended left knee. Oh my God. What can you do? Yeah, haven't seen Ricky Council in the game. Haven't seen a Dembona in the game. I shouldn't be as mad as I am about this Paul George injury, but I am. I am mad about it. I am. I shouldn't be, but I am. This guy plays 2 preseason games and hyperextends his left knee, dude. 2 preseason games. Hyperextends his left knee. My God. 75-67. Jared McCain is on the floor. Yabusele's on the floor. Reggie Jackson is in the game. Interesting that it takes until the fourth quarter to get Reggie Jackson in the game. There's people that think Reggie Jackson is going to be a big part of the Sixers point guard rotation. Jared McCain, Yabusele for 3 on the right side, and he missed everything. Air ball for Yabusele. And see, I feel you on that, man. The end of that third quarter was tough to watch. 75-67. Now I'm just rooting for us to our reserve guys to win the game. Is that Daniel Tice? That's not Daniel Tice, is it? $11 minutes left. Ricky Council finally in the game in the fourth quarter and throws the ball away. Yabusele kept it alive, but God, that was a horrible play by Council, man. Ricky Council is not helping himself out when it comes to. He's not doing himself any favors when he gets on the floor, man. Here's Reggie Jackson. Hand off to contract. KJ Martin drive and dunk. The two-handed slam for KJ Martin. Contract KJ is in the building. Up in that trade value. Sixers up 10. Do we get a moving screen? Oh, we got a defensive foul here. Come on, man. Sixers AZ. Ricky Council looks like he's on smack when he plays in a good way. I don't think it's in a good way. I don't think he needed the last part of that sentence. I think he looks like he's on something when he plays. Straight up. He looks absolutely insane. Jared McCain having a little conversation with Trae Young. I think he got called for a foul, and Trae's explaining to him, you had your hands on my hip. I don't know. Here's Trae Young on the left wing. He lost the ball, but he got it back. Ricky Council D'ing up Trae Young 1-on-1. Council, good defense on Trae Young, forces him into an air ball floater. That was really, really good one-on-one defense right there by Ricky Council. Now he's going to shoot a three on the other end. Back rims it. Yabusele, an offensive board. Ricky Council, what the hell was that? He gets called for a charge, bro. You just plowed right into the dude. Oh, my God. Ricky Council's horrible at basketball. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Bro, he had Yabusele. He literally had a 2-on-1. He had Yabusele under the rim, and he just ran straight into the defender. Oh. Everything I said about you last year, Ricky. I thought you should have played in the playoffs, dude. Why did you look so good last year? Why did he look so good last year? Bro. $77-69. I don't know why Ricky Council's playing like that, man. Not hard to look good next to Tobias. Yabusele for three. Splash. Gershon Yabusele for three. It is 80-69. Jared McCain. Oh, my goodness. Jared McCain. They call that offensive? It looked like Buffkin jumped backwards into McCain. Watch this. McCain was straight up. Buffkin jumped backwards into him. McCain landed on his back. And Buffkin, I think, got called for the offensive foul. They called that offensive? Bro, if that's an offensive foul, on Buffkin, then Jalen Brunson should have the most offensive fouls in NBA history. If jumping backwards into the defender is an offensive foul, Jalen Brunson should foul out of every game. Both teams approaching 20 turnovers each. 80-69. And the ball goes over the backboard. Oh, the foul was on Nance Jr.? Oh, okay. That makes much more sense. Does anyone remember the nickname we made up for Kelly Oubre in the playback chat last year? I don't remember. Jared McCain, Reggie Jackson. And we got another turnover. Who's going to win the turnover battle here? The Sixers have 18. The Hawks have 20. And we give up another three. 80-69, 80-72. KJ Martin, handoff to Ricky Council. Ricky Council's going to try to ISO again. Oh, man, I think I've seen enough Ricky Council ISO ball. Holy hell. I think I've seen enough Ricky Council ISO ball to last a lifetime, guys. Jared McCain off the inbound. Left wing. Gets in the lane. Foul on the floor. Aunt Lou, what's going on? This is elite basketball right now. Dude, this is so bad. This is some of the worst basketball I've ever watched. Somebody said the Paul George thing was a minor hyperextension. Yabusele down the lane, a two-handed slam for Gershon Yabusele. Now we got an alley-oop to Larry Nance Jr. He got fouled from behind by KJ Martin, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Larry Nance Jr., former NBA dunk contest contestant, son of legendary NBA dunk contest contestant Larry Nance Sr., I think. Or is Larry Nance Sr. more of a shooter? I forget, actually. Yabu double-double, 10 points, 10 boards. Oh, Kelly, the possession ends here, Oubre. I forgot about that. That's hilarious. Kelly, the possession ends here, Oubre. I forgot about that. That was so funny. That really does sum up the way Kelly Oubre plays basketball. Hava Jar Citizen, hypertension LMAO. Why are we laughing? Are we laughing about injuries? Jared McCain for three from the left side. Splash. $85-73. Here's Buffkin on the right side. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound for the Hawks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another three-point attempt. Off right. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson in the lane. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Reggie Jackson looks big and slow. He doesn't look like he's in the best shape. Ricky Council for three. Splash. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Philadelphia 76ers, and we're up 88-73. Hypertension is high blood pressure. Hyperextension. Femo_son or Furno. Furno son, thank you for subscribing to the channel. You can't hypertension your knee, but you can hyperextend it. Okay, hypertension, hyperextension, whatever. We got some well actuallys in the chat. Better make sure you spell it right too, man. Is it a hyphen or is it not? I don't know where he went. 157 psychos hanging out in here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the game with me. 88-73. We're probably going to We're probably going to do the post game live because we're going to talk about the Paul George knee thing. Or should I wait till I don't know. I don't know if I feel like talking about it. I think it'll be better to talk about in the morning, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I know. I muted my mic because I was telling my son to get in bed because it's way past his bedtime. 88-73. Suddenly, the Philadelphia 76ers have a 15-point lead on the Atlanta Hawks. Oh my God, who's that guy? Just hit the top of the backboard on a 3-point attempt. Jared McCain running the offense here for the Sixers. Handoff to Ricky Council. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson, a step back three. Oh my God, he airballed it. Reggie Jackson, step back 3-point attempt, airball. You guys told me that Reggie Jackson looked good in the preseason. Reggie Jackson to me looks, I don't know, man. It has been officially reported that Paul George hyperextended his left knee. God. Buffkin floater over Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson, you're getting buckets put on your head by Buffkin. Jared McCain. Jared McCain back to Yabusele. Yabusele down to KJ Martin. Gets a wide open dunk under the rim. Contract KJ. Buffkin floater. Rimmed out. We got a rebound by Ricky Council. He's running the floor. Euro step. Tried a little floater, hit the front of the rim. Ricky Council does not look great so far in the preseason. We got a timeout. Sixers up 90-77. $90-77. About 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left. 90-77. McCain got to emerge as the backup point guard by playoff time. Nick Nurse nut. I think you're right, man. I think you're right, dude. Lowry and Reggie are both cooked. I think you're right. I want to see Jared McCain get some more shots up or something, man. Like, I'm not seeing much of anything from anybody in this second half of this game. I mean, they had a little bit of a run. McCain hit a three on the left side, and then Council hit a three back to back. But Habib 215. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about it on the post game stream, man. I'm gonna do a post game stream. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go on Twitter and look at the reports. We're gonna talk about it. Sixers AZ. Paul George will be good for the season opener per the voices in my head. I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. I don't know, man. Hyperextended knee, bro, and it did not look good. And if you guys didn't see, if you guys didn't see the if you guys didn't see the video of it, we are going to look at it again on the post game stream. So if you want to find out all the information about the Paul George knee thing and look at the video of him hyperextending his knee and talk about it, speculate about it with me, join me on the Sixers Hawks post game live show coming up right after the end of this game. Here is Buffkin down the lane, forced up another floater. We got some Justin Edwards in the game. He gets a little Euro step lay in. I'll tell you guys what, man. Justin Edwards looks better than some other young wings on this team. I think Edwards is good. He looks much more under control and calculated, patient. Jared McCain fights through contact and lays up a little scoop shot. Nice bucket there by Jared McCain. And you guys might be right, man. I know this is just preseason, but Jared McCain could work himself into a backup point guard spot. I don't think Paul George is actually like hurt, you know, but you know, you hyperextend that knee, man. The joints and the joints can swell, man. Stuff can happen out there, you know, bending things the wrong way and shit. When you're 35, you can get a lot of swelling in a knee when you do something like that, man. Jared McCain fighting through contact again, draws a foul. This kid is tough. Yo, I'm liking Jared McCain, guys. This dude fishes out contact. Jared McCain's down there in the trenches. He's down there in the trenches searching for contact. We don't have the Philly broadcast, so they're showing us. Oh, damn, they showed us the Paul George knee again, man. It hurts every time I see it. Why is it so gross to see something bend that way? Something about joints bending the wrong way that just like it's the worst thing to look at. I think because we can all feel the pain. Jared McCain got his own rebound on that one. Edwards throws it away. Terrible pass by Justin Edwards right there. 96-80. Buffkin down to Adem Bona is in the game. Bona thought he got a clean block right there. Oh, and Guy, how you say his name, bro? Guy, is that how you say it? Definitely a couple things to talk about on a post-game show, man. Of course, the Paul George thing. Um, Ricky Council's pissing me off. Jared McCain looks great, and what's really the Sixers point guard rotation? Because Reggie Jackson and Kyle Lowry both look like they're 57 years old. You know, and I don't think Justin Edwards gets enough run. Here's Justin Edwards again. Ricky Council, what you gonna do, Ricky? Show me something. Dishes down to Bona, big shoulder. Missed the floater, but Bona trying to assert himself, throwing a big shoulder under the rim. 96-81. There's a three-point attempt again for the Hawks. That number 24, man, he can't hit the broadside of a barn. Justin Edwards for three. Splash! I am becoming a Justin Edwards stan. I think the dude needs more opportunity. I think Justin Edwards needs more opportunity. That's a travel. No call. Oh, my God, he traveled again. Oh, my God, somebody shot the ball off the top of the backboard. Holy hell, this is terrible. And the Hawks hit a three. Matthews. Man, this turned into the worst version of a G League game you could possibly watch. Ricky Council, a deep three, and he hits it. Ricky Council started walking away right after he shot that one. He knew that was going in. Who would have thought Ricky Council would become a better shooter and a worse finisher? Like, how did that happen? He became a better shooter, and he got worse at driving to the rim and finishing. Who would have thought? Because in the summer league, he was draining threes also, man. Who the hell is that guy? 20 seconds left in the game, 104-89. I feel like given their age, Lowry and Jackson won't give a shit about a preseason game, so wouldn't judge them on this. I am judging them on this because at their age, they should care about a preseason game because they should want to show people, especially coaches, that they still have a lot of game left and that they should be in the rotation. You know what I mean? That's why if you're 35, you're almost out of the league and you want to prove to people that you can still play, you would be trying in a preseason game. I think it's the opposite. Nobody's going to be like, nobody's going to be like, oh, we're still going to give Reggie 20 minutes a game because he wasn't trying in the preseason. What? I understand what you're saying, but you would have to have like a guaranteed roster rotation spot to be not trying in a preseason game. I think both of those guys should be fighting for minutes. And they look washed. Well, is the game over? Did I miss the end? Do we have a final? The 76ers win 104-89. And we are Brian Pumper. The most Philly things happen in a preseason game. This organization is cursed. Yeah, we gotta go upstairs for the post game live stream. We're gonna talk about the Paul George thing. We're gonna talk about all of it. So I'm getting off of this one. I'm going upstairs. I'm getting on the next stream. We're doing the post game live stream, and we're gonna talk about the Paul George stuff in just a couple minutes. So join me over there. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching the game. We'll be on the post game live stream in about 15 minutes, and I'll go through the Paul George stuff and talk about it. All right.